All right, I'm here with my friend Broderick Epps, who had a couple questions. So obviously, we're not going to have any attorney-client privilege with all our friends watching.
Yeah, it's just a general question. Yeah, I just want to know some information. You know, I'm trying to help my friends out.
Okay.
So obviously, John, it's the holiday season, right?
Right.
And usually, I mean, anyway, like living here in the state of Florida, when it comes to like DUIs and stuff like that, I feel like it's something that's very, very, highly publicized, I guess,
right,
in this state. Because I mean, where I'm from, I don't think I've ever heard of DUI. Like you have like a DWIs and stuff like that. But my uncles used to drunk drive all the time. But down here, I could have friends that they could have had, a few drinks or something like that and get pulled over, and sometimes it could be like a DUI checkpoint. It could be something that maybe they were pulled over for some other issue with their car, brake light, whatever the case, and they could be drunk and get tested, or they just didn't turn the lights on. So, with it being holiday season, when it comes to these DUI checkpoints, what are like good steps and good things for people to do, and also things for people to stay away from? Well, because you don't want to get a cap in your ass or arrested.
Right. So, first of all, in your uncle's time, although it was in a different state, and a while back, years ago, everybody drove drunk. I just watched the movie Chappaquiddick, where Ted Kennedy drove off the bridge drunk, killed the woman, and nothing happened to him.
Chappaquiddick is on Netflix. I just saw that the other day. Yeah.
It was good, right?
Yeah.
So the laws, George Bush, the second president, had 1 DUI. Dick Cheney had 2. And people used to get them all the time. It's no big deal.
Right.
But the Mothers Against Drunk Driving movement has gotten extreme, and the laws keep getting stiffer and stiffer. And every politician wants harsher and harsher penalties on drunk driving.
Understandable. You got people that...
Right, it kills people.
Yeah.
So drunk driving is just stupid, right? So there's no reason to do it. You have Uber, you have Lyft, you have friends that could take you home if necessary.
Yeah, just phone a friend, man. Just say, hey, what up? I'm not feeling too good.
Right, and so in Ireland, they just switch it to 0 tolerance. If you drink anything, you can't drive.
Hold on, in Ireland?
In Ireland,
that's the place where Jameson was like born, right?
And still is.
Yeah.
And so in Ireland, when you go to the bar, you have to turn in your keys. Me and Jameson had a few nights together.
Yeah.
But in Ireland, they have a thing. You have to turn in your keys before you get your first drink. And so the next day, you can come pick up your car, but you can't drink any. So guess what you think? You would think that DUIs went through the roof because they lowered the limit so much, and they didn't. It almost eliminated DUIs.
Oh, wow.
Because how stupid is it to tell somebody, you have 3 drinks, and then decide if you should have 4, and whether or not you should drive? That's the dumbest fucking idea I ever heard.
Yeah, because once the liquor is on your lips, it's addictive.
Hard to tell. But if it's 0 tolerance, can't drink. So we were talking about this article before, and the wolf pack. So on our Legal Opinionator site, we have some stats and things. So the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office and other task force get together, and they have special funding for what they call wolf packs, and they'll have checkpoints, DUI checkpoints, and
they drive around in those maxed out SUVs with the lights and all on it, looking like they're straight up rolling to a hip hop concert. Or something.
And this is their party, right?
Yeah.
So they're there at night, and they advertise it. They let you know it's not a secret. They don't want you drinking and driving. They don't want people killed. So everybody knows they're out over the holiday season. When you pull up to one, by the U.S. Constitution and law, they can only pick on vehicles with a system, like every red car, every third car. And so they have a cone set up, so you gotta roll through it.
Yeah.
Right, so you could roll through it perfectly, and because you're every third car, they roll down your window, have you roll down your window and say, have you had anything to drink? If they smell an odor of an alcoholic beverage, if they see watery, glassy eyes, if they determine slurred speech, they'll have you pull over immediately. And then they'll process you as a drunk driver. So you could do nothing wrong and just happen to plop into one of these DUI checkpoints, so you get arrested.
So you don't necessarily have to be drunk, of course. Now with the legalization of marijuana and stuff, I'm sure that there's I'm not going to say I know people, but I'm sure that there's people that they like to smoke a little bit and then go on journeys.
Listen, we've been friends a long time.
Yeah.
One time, I was going to a concert. It's the Bob Marley Festival in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
With Skid and a few people. And so
Yep.
I was listening to them at the catering business, Schmooze Incorporated. We were going to drive down there, and one of the guys, I heard them arguing on the other side of the bus. I'm not riding with McGuire. I'm not riding with McGuire. I don't want to ride. I'm like, why don't these people like me? I'm nice to all these people.
Yeah.
And I asked the guy, I go, listen, why don't you want to ride with me? He goes, because I like to get stoned when I drive my car, and I don't want to hear you tell me not to drive stoned. I go, well, I'm not going to get in the car when you get stoned.
Right.
And he said, well, I'm not going to get in the car with you if you're not stoned. I go, what? That doesn't even make sense. He said, listen, road rage happens because people don't get stoned and drive. You ever heard somebody angry on marijuana? I thought, geez, some people think they drive better smoking a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, that is something. I feel like road rage for sure. If people had just take a little hit, just a little one hitter. It's not like they need to be rolling around with just nugs of the dopest stuff around. But at the same time, if you're caught in that bumper to bumper traffic at 5 o'clock and you need to be somewhere at 5:30, and for sure you ain't getting there because it's 5:25 and there's another couple miles down the street and it's bumper to bumper, you might just want to whip out your little pen and just
relax. Well,
yeah,
I think
that one hitter.
It was Hippie Dan. I think his opinion was that your normal faculties are in fact enhanced when you take a couple hits.
True.
As opposed to normal faculties are impaired, which is the standard for DUI. So that's why people can have 2 glasses of wine and still drive a car, because they think that you can still do your finger to nose and it shouldn't affect your driving. I personally think it's safer to do nothing, but
well, yeah. So. All right. So what about with the opioids and all that? Is that something that the DUI check?
They have. There's an officer we had at a trial recently in Clearwater, and he is specifically trained, and it was interesting, in opioid detection. Mm-hmm. There's a whole separate study that police officers go to study the effects of opioids and opioid addiction and how they can detect that in the driver.
Okay.
And so it slows down your movement. Although you have no odor of an alcoholic beverages, your motor skills would be slower. You'd have trouble following tasks, things like that. Okay. So it's a huge problem, and like Tiger Woods had one.
Yeah, that's what happened with Tiger Woods. You know what? With Tiger Woods, if he just had one friend that if he just can phone one friend, Tiger Woods obviously he must not have a lot. He must not have drinking buddies that he can hit a strip club with every now and then.
He's got a lot of girlfriends, I know that.
Well, yeah, it's fine having a lot of girlfriends, but them girls ain't gonna make sure that you ain't out there getting no DUIs. You saw what happened to him years ago. He got one girl that he got caught with, and then all of a sudden all these girls came out the woodwork. But Tiger Woods definitely needs some friends because he shouldn't have been out there driving on all them damn pills.
I think the example with Tiger Woods that's important is that he recovered from his opioid problem. Yeah. His DUI, and sometimes a DUI to somebody who never gets in trouble is a wake-up call. Mm-hmm. So if somebody gets a DUI, they might say, well, maybe I have a problem that I need to address. You also could have just had a couple too many. People have one DUI, never get in trouble again.
Yeah.
But there becomes a pattern in which they have to realize maybe I should stop drinking, maybe I should stop my opioid use, things like that. And
right.
There's all kinds of problems with opioids, like accidental overdose. People are dying because they don't remember to take the right medication. And I have several friends that there's no way they committed suicide, that for sure they died from opioids.
Yeah. And
they accidentally took too many. Some good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I feel like, especially now you can't trust you can't trust the illegal stuff and you can't trust the stuff that you buy in the stores because either way you're going to get addicted.
Right. I think
it might be just best to stick to the legal broccoli.
The legal.
Yeah, the legal broccoli.
Yeah. The legal what?
Broccoli.
What's legal broccoli?
Marijuana.
Oh, marijuana and broccoli? I didn't know that.
Well, it's just a term that we like to use.
Nothing wrong with that. It's legal
even a song about it,
It used to be broccoli.
Well, it's called broccoli, but it's about, the legal stuff.
Yeah, the legal stuff, and now it's legal.
Yeah.
There you go. So, alcohol is legal, marijuana is legal now. The thing with the DUI,
yeah,
a judge says this all the time. The judge will be a nice man. If you drink and you drive a car, eventually those two will cross paths.
True.
And so you're absolutely a liar to say you're my age. I've never had too many drinks and drove a car. It's just not true. I've never had
everyone
DUI.
said it. Yeah.
Right. And probably the worst part is if you're married and you go go, oh, I got to get home, or the wife will be mad at me because, I was out drinking. So you drive home drunk, not thinking, hey, I'm going to call my wife because then she's going to yell about you drinking.
And you were probably at a place that she didn't want you to be.
Right.
That's usually what happens.
I've been divorced 9 years, so 9 years? Yep.
Yeah,
So I for sure haven't had that problem in 9 years.
Well, and especially with today's technology, you got Uber, Lyft. You have people that even do the cash Ubers. They're basically taxi drivers, but you have their cell numbers on a card, and they say that they're cash Ubers or whatever the case. But it's still much cheaper than taking a high taxi. But if there's only a taxi, take the cab, man.
Right.
An $80 cab ride is much better than how much is it nowadays for DUI?
A lot.
Yeah, if I were to get a DUI, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, I mean, you could pay up to $10,000 by the time you have fines, DUI score, everything else. All right, that's it for now. So, thank you. See ya.
Thanks, John.
All right.